Good habits are the building blocks of a life filled with joy, peace, and abundance. When we nurture ourselves with small, intentional actions, they ripple out and create profound change. Today, I want to share 10 tiny habits that can transform your life. These habits are simple yet powerful. They don't require huge effort, but over time, they will shift your mindset, your energy, and your overall well-being. Waking up each day and choosing to express gratitude can be one of the most transformative habits in your life. It may seem simple, but the act of appreciating the things you already have, the experiences you've been through, and the people around you creates an internal shift that ripples outward. Gratitude is the key to unlocking a mindset of abundance, and when you focus on what you're grateful for, you draw more of that goodness into your life. Imagine opening your eyes in the morning, and instead of immediately thinking about the tasks you have to accomplish or the challenges ahead, you pause for just a moment and say thank you. This small action doesn't take much time or effort, but its effects are profound. By starting the day with appreciation, you set a positive tone, inviting a sense of peace and contentment before you even step out of bed. Gratitude is more than just a fleeting feeling. It's a practice, a way of life. It requires you to slow down and notice what is going well, even when life seems hectic or overwhelming. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in what's wrong or what we lack. We live in a society that often pushes us to strive for more, to constantly want the next big thing, and as a result, we forget to appreciate the present. But when you cultivate the habit of gratitude, you bring your focus back to the now, to what's here in front of you, to what's working. One of the beautiful things about gratitude is that it isn't reserved for only the major moments or the grand achievements in life. It can be found in the smallest of things: a warm cup of coffee in the morning, the sound of birds singing outside your window, a smile from a stranger, or the comforting embrace of a loved one. By noticing and appreciating these small things, you start to realize that your life is filled with blessings and that even in the midst of challenges, there is always something to be grateful for. The practice of gratitude shifts your perspective. When you consciously choose to look for the good, you begin to see more of it. It doesn't mean that difficulties won't arise or that life will suddenly become perfect, but your ability to navigate those challenges will improve. Gratitude creates resilience because it reminds you that even when times are tough, you have the strength to move forward. It shows you that there is light even in the darkest moments, and it gives you the courage to keep going. It's also important to recognize that gratitude is not about denying your feelings or pretending that everything is okay when it's not. It's about acknowledging the full spectrum of life, both the joys and the hardships, and choosing to focus on the positives, however small they may be. In times of difficulty, gratitude can be a powerful tool for healing. It helps you find peace in the midst of chaos and opens your heart to the possibility of growth and transformation. As you start to make gratitude a daily practice, you'll notice changes in how you experience life. Your relationships may deepen because you'll start to appreciate the people around you more fully. You'll become more present in your interactions, expressing thanks for the love and support you receive. This not only strengthens your bonds with others, but also cultivates a sense of connection and belonging. Gratitude also fosters compassion and kindness. When you recognize the blessings in your own life, you become more attuned to the needs of others. You start to see how you can give back, how you can share your abundance, whether it's through kind words, acts of service, or simply offering your time and attention. This cycle of giving and receiving creates a flow of positive energy, making the world around you a little brighter. Research has shown that practicing gratitude can lead to improved mental and physical health. People who regularly practice gratitude report feeling more optimistic, experiencing fewer symptoms of depression, and even enjoying better sleep. Gratitude reduces stress by shifting your focus away from the things that cause worry and towards the things that bring joy. When you're in a state of appreciation, your body relaxes, your mind calms, and you feel more at ease. If you're not sure where to begin, try keeping a gratitude journal. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big or profound, just anything that brought a smile to your face or made your day a little better. Over time, you'll notice how this simple practice starts to change your outlook. It encourages you to actively seek out the good in each day, and you'll find that even on the toughest days, there's always something to appreciate. Another way to incorporate gratitude is by sharing it with others. Take the time to express your appreciation to the people in your life. A simple thank you can go a long way in making someone feel valued. Whether it's a friend, a family member, or even a colleague, letting them know that you are grateful for their presence or their help not only strengthens your relationship but also spreads positivity. Gratitude is contagious. The more you express it, the more you inspire others to do the same. In the end, gratitude is about shifting your mindset from scarcity to abundance. It's about realizing that no matter where you are in life, there is something to be thankful for. When you live from a place of gratitude, you attract more goodness into your life. The energy you send out is the energy you receive, and by focusing on what's already working, you open yourself up to receiving even more blessings. This small, simple habit has the power to transform not only your day, but your entire life. The way you speak to yourself has a profound impact on your life. Positive self-talk is a simple yet powerful tool that can transform your mindset, your emotions, and ultimately your reality. It is about consciously choosing to be kind and compassionate toward yourself, treating yourself with the same respect and encouragement that you would offer to a dear friend. Often we are our own harshest critics, filling our minds with negative thoughts, doubts, and judgments. But when we shift to positive self-talk, we begin to rewire our brains, creating a foundation of self-love, confidence, and resilience. Imagine for a moment the conversations you have with yourself on a daily basis. Are they filled with uplifting words or more critical ones? Most of us, without even realizing it, engage in a stream of negative self-talk throughout the day. We tell ourselves things like, "I'm not good enough, I always mess things up, I'll never succeed," or "I don't deserve this." These statements may seem small or insignificant in the moment, but over time they shape our beliefs about who we are and what we are capable of achieving. Negative self-talk is like a constant internal dialogue that chips away at your self-esteem, reinforcing feelings of inadequacy and fear. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy where the more you tell yourself you can't do something, the more you start to believe it, and eventually you stop trying. But the truth is, you have the power to change this. You can take control of your inner dialogue and transform it into something that uplifts and empowers you. Positive self-talk begins with awareness. You need to start paying attention to the thoughts that run through your mind. Notice when you are being hard on yourself, when you are doubting your abilities, or when you are focusing on your perceived flaws. Once you become aware of these negative patterns, you can begin to challenge and replace them with more supportive and loving statements. For example, instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough," try telling yourself, "I am capable and worthy of success." Instead of saying, "I always fail," remind yourself, "I am learning and growing every day." These simple shifts in language may feel awkward at first, especially if you've been engaging in negative self-talk for a long time. But with practice, these positive affirmations will start to feel more natural. and your mind will begin to accept them as truth. One of the key benefits of positive self-talk is that it boosts your confidence. When you consistently speak to yourself in a kind and encouraging way, you start to believe in your own abilities. You begin to trust yourself more, and this self-trust translates into action. You become more willing to take risks, to step outside of your comfort zone, and to pursue your dreams because you know that no matter what happens, you will have your own back. Positive self-talk also plays a crucial role in how you handle challenges and setbacks. Life is full of obstacles, and how you respond to them can either propel you forward or hold you back. When you engage in negative self-talk, challenges can feel overwhelming. You may tell yourself things like, "I can't handle this," or "I'm not strong enough," which makes the situation feel even more difficult. But when you practice positive self-talk, you approach challenges with a mindset of resilience and possibility. You tell yourself, "I can overcome this, I am strong and capable, and this is an opportunity to learn and grow." This shift in perspective allows you to face difficulties with greater ease and confidence. Another important aspect of positive self-talk is self-compassion. It's about being gentle with yourself when things don't go as planned. Too often, we are quick to criticize ourselves when we make mistakes or fall short of our expectations. We may say things like, "I'm such an idiot," or "I'll never get this right." But self-compassion invites you to respond to yourself with kindness, even in moments of failure. Instead of beating yourself up, you can say, "It's okay to make mistakes. I'm doing my best, and that's enough." This doesn't mean you avoid accountability or ignore areas for growth, but it means you approach yourself with love and understanding rather than harsh judgment. Positive self-talk also has a direct impact on your emotions. When you consistently speak kindly to yourself, you create a sense of inner peace and calm. You begin to feel more secure in who you are. And this emotional stability allows you to navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease. Negative self-talk, on the other hand, often fuels anxiety, stress, and self-doubt. It keeps you stuck in a cycle of fear and worry, always questioning your worth and your abilities. But positive self-talk breaks that cycle. It creates space for self-acceptance and joy, allowing you to experience life from a place of confidence and love. The mind and body are deeply connected, and positive self-talk can even influence your physical well-being. When you are kind to yourself, your body responds with reduced stress levels, lower blood pressure, and improved immune function. Your mind is a powerful tool, and the messages you send it can either promote health and vitality or contribute to illness and fatigue. By choosing positive self-talk, you are not only nurturing your mental and emotional health, but also supporting your physical well-being. Incorporating positive self-talk into your daily routine doesn't have to be complicated. Start by creating a list of affirmations that resonate with you, statements that reflect the person you want to be and the life you want to create. Repeat these affirmations regularly, especially when you notice negative thoughts creeping in. You can also practice self-reflection at the end of each day, acknowledging the ways you've supported yourself with positive words and where you can improve. Over time, these small, consistent actions will lead to a profound transformation in how you think, feel, and show up in the world. Positive self-talk is a practice of self-love. It is a way of affirming your worth, celebrating your strengths, and embracing your imperfections. It reminds you that you are enough just as you are, and that you have the power to create the life you desire. When you speak kindly to yourself, you nurture the most important relationship in your life, the relationship you have with yourself. And as that relationship grows stronger, everything else in your life begins to align with the love, confidence, and peace that you cultivate within. Mindful breathing is one of the simplest yet most powerful practices you can incorporate into your life. It requires nothing more than a few moments of your time and your full attention. At its core, mindful breathing is about becoming aware of your breath, allowing you to ground yourself in the present moment and create a sense of inner calm. This practice can transform not only how you respond to stress, but also how you navigate everyday life, fostering a greater sense of peace, clarity, and well-being. Breathing is something we do automatically without even thinking about it. But how often do we really pay attention to the quality of our breath? Often when we are stressed or anxious, our breathing becomes shallow and rapid, which only amplifies our feelings of unease. In contrast, when we are relaxed, our breathing naturally slows down and deepens. This connection between breath and emotional state is profound, and it's one of the reasons why mindful breathing is so effective in helping us manage stress and find balance. When you practice mindful breathing, you shift your focus from the distractions of the outside world to the rhythm of your own breath. You bring your awareness to the sensation of air entering and leaving your body, noticing how it feels as it moves through your nose or mouth, fills your lungs, and then flows out again. This act of focusing on your breath creates a sense of stillness, a pause in the often chaotic stream of thoughts that run through your mind. One of the key benefits of mindful breathing is its ability to anchor you in the present moment. So much of our mental energy is spent either dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. We replay old conversations, worry about what might happen tomorrow, or get caught up in the endless to-do lists that fill our days. But the present moment is where life actually happens. It's where we find peace, joy, and clarity. Mindful breathing brings you back to the here and now, reminding you that this moment right now is all that truly matters. Incorporating mindful breathing into your daily routine doesn't have to be complicated. It can be as simple as taking a few deep breaths when you wake up in the morning, or pausing for a moment during the day to focus on your breathing. You can practice it while sitting, standing, walking, or even lying down. The key is to bring your full attention to your breath without trying to change it or control it. Simply observe it as it is, without judgment. One effective technique for mindful breathing is to count your breaths. You might start by inhaling deeply, counting to 4 as you breathe in, and then exhaling for a count of 4. This rhythmic breathing helps to create a steady, calming pattern, and it also gives your mind something to focus on. If you find your thoughts drifting, gently bring your attention back to your breath, counting again as you inhale and exhale. Another approach is to focus on the sensations in your body as you breathe. Notice how your chest rises and falls, how your belly expands with each inhale and contracts with each exhale. Pay attention to the coolness of the air as it enters your nostrils and the warmth as it leaves. By tuning into these physical sensations, you create a direct connection between your mind and body, allowing you to feel more grounded and centered. Mindful breathing is particularly effective in moments of stress or anxiety. When you feel overwhelmed, taking a few deep, mindful breaths can help you regain control over your emotions. It slows down your heart rate, lowers your blood pressure, and signals to your brain that it's time to relax. This simple practice can interrupt the body's fight or flight response, bringing you back to a state of calm and clarity. In addition to helping with stress, mindful breathing also enhances your overall mental clarity and focus. When you are fully present with your breath, you are training your mind to focus on one thing at a time. This practice of single-pointed focus strengthens your ability to concentrate and can improve your productivity and creativity. It allows you to let go of distractions and be fully engaged in whatever task or situation is at hand. Over time, mindful breathing can also deepen your connection to yourself and the world around you. As you practice paying attention to your breath, you may start to notice other sensations in your body or become more aware of your thoughts and emotions. This increased awareness helps you develop a greater sense of self-awareness, which is the foundation of personal growth and transformation. You may begin to notice patterns in your thinking or behaviors that no longer serve you, and with this awareness you can start to make more conscious choices in how you live your life. Mindful breathing also fosters a sense of compassion and acceptance. As you practice observing your breath without judgment, you begin to apply that same sense of non-judgment to yourself and others. You learn to accept things as they are, rather than constantly striving to change or control them. This doesn't mean you become passive or complacent, but rather that you cultivate a deeper sense of peace with what is allowing you to move through life with more grace and ease. Perhaps one of the most beautiful aspects of mindful breathing is that it's always available to you. No matter where you are or what you're doing, you can always come back to your breath. It's a tool you carry with you at all times, ready to help you find calm, clarity, and balance whenever you need it. Whether you're in the middle of a busy day, facing a difficult challenge, or simply looking for a moment of peace, mindful breathing offers a way to reconnect with yourself in the present moment. In a world that often feels overwhelming and fast-paced, mindful breathing is a gentle reminder to slow down and be present. It invites you to pause, take a breath, and remember that you are here now. It is through this practice that you can cultivate a sense of inner peace that carries you through life's ups and downs, allowing you to move through the world with greater awareness, compassion, and ease. Forgiveness is a powerful act of healing and liberation, not only for others but also for ourselves. It is often misunderstood as something we do to pardon someone who has wronged us. Yet forgiveness is primarily an act of self-care and self-care. It is about releasing the heavy burden of resentment, anger, and pain that can weigh us down emotionally, mentally, and even physically. When we forgive, we free ourselves from the grip of the past and open our hearts to peace, love, and growth. At some point in life, we all encounter situations where we feel wronged or hurt by others. These experiences can leave deep emotional scars, causing pain that we carry with us long after the event has passed. Holding on to that hurt, however, can keep us stuck in a cycle of suffering. We may replay the situation over and over in our minds, feeling anger, bitterness, or sadness. This constant mental and emotional replay not only keeps us tethered to the past, but also drains our energy, affecting our overall well-being. Forgiveness does not mean that we condone or excuse harmful behavior. It does not mean we have to forget what happened or continue to allow unhealthy relationships in our lives. Forgiveness is about acknowledging the hurt, accepting what has occurred, and making a conscious decision to let go of the emotional baggage that comes with it. It is an act of releasing the control that the situation or the person has over our thoughts and emotions. When we choose to forgive, we reclaim our power. One of the most important aspects of forgiveness is understanding that it is a process, not a one-time event. For some people, forgiveness comes easily, while for others, it can take time and patience. There is no right or wrong way to go about it. The key is to be compassionate with yourself as you navigate this process. It's okay to feel the pain, anger, or sadness that comes with being hurt. In fact, allowing yourself to feel these emotions fully is an important step toward healing. What's important is not to let those emotions control you indefinitely. Forgiveness allows you to process those feelings and eventually release them. Forgiving others also requires a shift in perspective. Often we hold on to resentment because we focus on the wrong that was done to us and how it made us feel. While it is valid to acknowledge the impact of someone's actions, it can be helpful to take a step back and try to see the situation from a broader perspective. We all make mistakes, and sometimes people hurt us not out of malice, but because of their own pain, fear, or ignorance. By recognizing that others are human and fallible, just like us, we create space for understanding and compassion. This shift in mindset can make it easier to forgive because we realize that holding on to anger only perpetuates our own suffering. Forgiveness is also about releasing expectations. Often we expect people to behave in a certain way or to give us the validation or acknowledgement we feel we deserve. When they don't, we feel hurt or betrayed. But the truth is, we cannot control other people's actions or choices. What we can control is how we respond to those actions. Forgiveness allows us to let go of the unrealistic expectations we may have placed on others and instead focus on our own emotional health. It reminds us that we are responsible for our happiness, not anyone else. In many ways, forgiveness is an act of self-love. By choosing to forgive, we are choosing to prioritize our well-being over our grudges. We are acknowledging that holding on to resentment only hurts us in the end. It keeps us from experiencing the fullness of life, from opening ourselves up to new opportunities and relationships. When we forgive, we create space for joy, love, and inner peace. We give ourselves the gift of freedom from the emotional chains that once held us back. Forgiveness is not only about others, it's also about forgiving ourselves. We are often our own harshest critics, beating ourselves up for mistakes we've made, opportunities we've missed, or ways we've fallen short of our own expectations. Just as we forgive others for their imperfections, we must also learn to extend that same compassion and understanding to ourselves. Self-forgiveness is essential for personal growth and healing. It allows us to move forward without the weight of shame or guilt, empowering us to live more fully in the present. When we practice forgiveness, whether for ourselves or others, we open the door to healing. Forgiveness is a powerful act that can dissolve emotional blockages, allowing love, compassion, and understanding to flow freely again. It doesn't erase the past, but it changes how we relate to it. Instead of being defined by our hurts, we become defined by our resilience and our capacity to move beyond them. Forgiveness also creates a ripple effect. When we choose to forgive, we model for others the possibility of healing and reconciliation. Our actions inspire those around us to consider the power of forgiveness in their own lives. It reminds us all that no matter how deep the hurt, there is always a path to peace. Ultimately, forgiveness is a choice to free yourself from the chains of anger and resentment, a choice to embrace love and compassion, and a choice to heal. It may not always be easy, but the rewards are profound. As you walk the path of forgiveness, you will discover a new sense of freedom and inner peace. You will find that by letting go of the past, you are able to fully embrace the present, and in doing so, you open yourself up to a brighter, more joyful future. Visualization is a powerful tool that has the potential to transform not only how we think, but also how we experience life. It is the practice of using your imagination to create mental images of desired outcomes or experiences, allowing you to manifest those visions into reality. Often used by athletes, successful business people, and individuals striving for personal growth, visualization harnesses the power of the mind to bring about positive change. It is about seeing, feeling, and believing in the future you want to create. At its core, visualization taps into the natural connection between the mind and body. When we vividly imagine something, our brains can't distinguish between the imagined experience and a real one. This is why daydreaming or reliving a pleasant memory can evoke actual feelings of happiness or excitement. By using visualization intentionally, you can trick your brain into feeling as though your goals and dreams are already coming to fruition, which in turn helps you align your thoughts and actions toward achieving them. Visualization is a simple but profound practice that anyone can incorporate into their daily routine. It begins with identifying your goals, whether they are related to your career, relationships, health, or personal development. Once you have a clear sense of what you want, take some time each day to visualize yourself already living that reality. Picture it in as much detail as possible, including the sights, sounds, and even the emotions you would feel when you achieve it. The more vivid and sensory-rich your visualization, the more powerful its effect will be. For example, if you're working toward a career milestone, such as landing your dream job, take a few moments each day to close your eyes and imagine yourself in that role. Visualize walking into your ideal workplace, interacting with colleagues, and feeling the sense of pride and accomplishment that comes with it. Imagine what it would feel like to receive a job offer, see your name on an office door, or lead a successful project. Allow those emotions to sink in as if it's already happening. This practice not only helps clarify your goals, but also creates a sense of confidence and belief in your ability to achieve them. One of the key benefits of visualization is that it primes your brain for success. When you repeatedly visualize a desired outcome, your brain begins to recognize it as familiar territory. This familiarity reduces fear and self-doubt, making it easier for you to take action in real life. The brain's neural pathways are strengthened by repetition, meaning that the more you visualize, the more your brain starts to align with your goals. This helps foster a mindset of possibility, shifting your focus from obstacles to opportunities. Visualization can also enhance your emotional resilience. Life is full of challenges and setbacks, but by regularly visualizing positive outcomes, you can train your mind to focus on solutions rather than dwelling on problems. When you visualize yourself overcoming obstacles or handling difficult situations with grace and ease, you build mental strength. This allows you to approach real-life challenges with a greater sense of confidence and calm. You begin to trust in your ability to navigate adversity because you've already mentally rehearsed doing so. Beyond personal goals, visualization can be an effective tool for improving physical health and well-being. Many studies have shown that the mind-body connection is strong, and mental imagery can have a direct impact on physical performance and recovery. For instance, athletes often use visualization to improve their skills, mentally rehearsing their movements to enhance muscle memory and coordination. Similarly, individuals dealing with illness or injury may use visualization to aid in their healing process by imagining their body recovering, cells regenerating, or pain subsiding. Even in daily life, visualization can serve as a powerful stress relief tool. When you're feeling overwhelmed or anxious, taking a few moments to visualize a peaceful scene can help calm your mind and body. You might imagine yourself on a serene beach, feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin, hearing the gentle lapping of waves, and breathing in the fresh ocean air. This mental escape helps to slow down your heart rate, lower blood pressure, and bring about a sense of relaxation. It's a simple yet effective way to restore balance and refocus your energy. Visualization is also a valuable practice for fostering gratitude and abundance. By visualizing the things you're grateful for and imagining more of what you want in life, you shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance. When you focus on what you already have and what is possible, you naturally attract more positive experiences into your life. The act of visualizing abundance, whether in terms of relationships, opportunities, or resources, helps reinforce the belief that you are deserving of these things and that they are within your reach. To get the most out of visualization, consistency is key. Like any skill, the more you practice, the more effective it becomes. Try setting aside a few minutes each day for visualization, whether in the morning to set the tone for your day, or in the evening to reflect on your progress. You can even pair visualization with other practices like meditation or journaling to deepen your focus and intention. The important thing is to make it a regular part of your routine so that it becomes second nature. Another important aspect of visualization is coupling it with action. While the mental imagery of success is powerful, it must be supported by real-world effort. Visualization works best when it is paired with consistent steps toward your goals. The images you create in your mind serve as motivation and inspiration, but it's your actions that ultimately bring those visions to life. Visualization can be thought of as the blueprint for your future, but it's up to you to build it. In conclusion, visualization is a transformative practice that can help you align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your desired outcomes. By harnessing the power of your imagination, you create a mental roadmap for success, health, and well-being. Whether you are pursuing personal goals, improving your health, or simply seeking peace of mind, visualization empowers you to take control of your future. It reminds you that the life you want is not just a distant dream, but something you can actively create with each thought, feeling, and action you take. In a world that constantly demands our attention and keeps us surrounded by noise, the simple act of embracing silence can be profoundly transformative. Silence is not merely the absence of sound, it is a powerful tool for introspection, self-awareness, and healing. By cultivating moments of quietude in our lives, we allow ourselves to connect with our inner selves, find clarity, and foster a deeper sense of peace. Embracing silence is an invitation to step away from the chaos, reflect on our experiences, and listen to the whispers of our hearts and minds. In today's fast-paced society, we are bombarded with information, distractions, and obligations. Our lives are filled with chatter, be it from our phones, the television, or the relentless buzz of social media. This continuous stream of noise can drown out our thoughts and feelings, leaving little room for introspection. When was the last time you allowed yourself to simply sit in silence without any distractions? Many people find it uncomfortable, even unsettling. Yet it is within this discomfort that the seeds of growth can be sown. Embracing silence allows us to create space for reflection. It encourages us to pause and turn our attention inward, giving us the opportunity to assess our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. In silence, we can process what is happening in our lives and gain insights that might otherwise be overlooked. It provides clarity, helping us to separate our true desires from the noise of external expectations. When we embrace silence, we can ask ourselves critical questions. What do I truly want? What brings me joy? What am I holding on to that no longer serves me? The answers often emerge when we create the stillness to hear them. Additionally, silence fosters mindfulness. In a world filled with distractions, it is easy to become disconnected from the present moment. By embracing silence, we cultivate the ability to be fully present. This can be particularly powerful in moments of stress or anxiety. When we find ourselves overwhelmed, taking a moment of silence can help ground us. It allows us to step back from our thoughts and worries, reconnecting us with the here and now. By focusing on our breath and the sensations of the present moment, we can create a sense of calm and clarity that alleviates the weight of our concerns. Moreover, silence nurtures creativity. Many great thinkers, writers, and artists have emphasized the importance of solitude and quiet in their creative processes. In silence, our minds are free to wander and explore new ideas without the constraints of external noise. It is in these moments of quiet reflection that inspiration often strikes. When we silence the outside world, we can tap into our creativity, allowing our thoughts to flow freely. Embracing silence can lead to breakthroughs in problem solving and innovation, as our minds have the freedom to connect dots and explore possibilities that may not surface in a noisy environment. Furthermore, silence can deepen our connections with others. In a world where communication is often loud and fast-paced, practicing silence can lead to more meaningful interactions. When we take the time to listen deeply both to ourselves and to those around us, we create space for authentic connections. True listening requires silence. It requires us to set aside our own thoughts and judgments and fully engage with the person before us. In this space, we can foster empathy and understanding, allowing relationships to flourish. Practicing silence can also enhance our spiritual well-being. Many spiritual traditions emphasize the importance of solitude and quiet as a means of connecting with a higher power or our inner selves. In silence, we can engage in prayer, meditation, or contemplation. These practices enable us to cultivate a deeper understanding of our beliefs and values. When we embrace silence, we open ourselves to spiritual insights and a profound sense of connection to something greater than ourselves. It can bring about a sense of peace, purpose, and fulfillment that transcends the chaos of everyday life. To incorporate more silence into our lives, we can start with small steps. Set aside a few moments each day for quiet reflection. This could be as simple as sitting quietly with your eyes closed, taking a walk in nature without your phone, or engaging in meditation. Create a designated space in your home where you can retreat to embrace silence, a cozy corner with comfortable seating and minimal distractions. You might also consider incorporating silent meals into your routine, allowing yourself to savor each bite without the influence of screens or conversation. As you begin to cultivate these moments of silence, you may find that they naturally extend into other areas of your life. It is important to approach silence with an open mind and heart. While it may feel uncomfortable at first, remember that discomfort often accompanies growth. Be patient with yourself as you navigate this new practice. Embracing silence is not about achieving perfection. It is about allowing yourself the freedom to explore your inner landscape without judgment. Over time, you will likely discover the profound benefits that silence can bring, not only to your own well-being, but also to your relationships and creative endeavors. In a world that often glorifies busyness and noise, choosing to embrace silence is a radical act of self-care. It is a reminder that we do not always need to be engaged or entertained to find value in our lives. By allowing ourselves to step back from the chaos and create moments of stillness, we cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Embracing silence opens the door to reflection, mindfulness, creativity, connection, and spiritual growth. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, let us remember the power of silence and the transformative potential it holds for our minds, hearts, and souls. Through silence, we can truly hear ourselves, reconnect with our essence, and embrace the beauty of being present in the moment.